Now listen to me and follow me to be spiritual. I am giving what is called prophecy in a way of advisory. I am releasing prophecy in the way of advisory so that the will of God and what God has in stock in your life can be accomplished. Because as a prophet of God, I will continue to say those things that will open your eyes and throw the light where you are. I will continue to say those things that will prepare you and propel you and enable you to get to the next phase of life. If you have not shared the broadcast, share it. Call your friends, your loved ones. Tell them to come. The major prophet of God has expository because we are going spiritual to handle the intercessory season. And I said to you that the essence of this intercessory season is to safeguard our effort, is to safeguard our destiny, is to safeguard our money, is to safeguard our lives and everything that concerns us. We are taking it back to our Creator in the prophetic that our God may take absolute charge. This is why I asked people last week to send us their name, their prayer request, and what they want from the Lord so that they can be added in the intercessory season. And also I told them, send all those things, seed of your choice, use it as a point of contact to connect with the exercise. And I said this exercise continue from now to next year. The essence of that is that as the world is unfolding with different kinds of strategy and different things, we are already ahead of them in the spiritual to stop every move of the enemy, to make sure that we are miles ahead of the plans of the politicians of the world, economy of the world, and everything that may be happening on the face of the world. We will go spiritual to always be ahead of them in the things of the spirit, to always stay ahead and knowing the secret things, and also finding a way to come out of every manipulations and everything that the enemy may have to tender tomorrow or next. Right now, in the realm of the spirit, the Lord said I should pray for my sons and my daughters. Many of you that are in business will not wake up one day and be that you have been knocked out of business as a result of what is called the economic challenge on the face of the earth. Because in the world today that we are, recession that is called the global recession is coming. And this global recession is coming to hit the world at large. People in Nigeria should prepare in prayers and get themselves ready, because in the realm of the spirit, bags of rice will surely cross 50,000. Some will buy 55,000, some will buy 60,000, and some will be buying 70,000 naira. Put it down. Put it down. Put what I've said down. And the sales is going to happen in a way that people now will now say, oh, it is better I leave my vehicle and use my leg to trek and go to where I am going, because I am seeing in the realm of the spirit another what is called scarcity of petroleum products. Scarcity of petroleum products. This is what is called scarcity of petroleum products. That fuel is not available anywhere, and people begin to go post to pole, mile to mile, in search of what is called petroleum products. This is part of the revelations that God is showing to me that is causing what is called intercessory prayer to stop every move of the enemy to put us into this menace. And then the Lord began to say to me, people talking about to go and celebrate their end of year in their villages or wherever they want to go, that they should begin to pray the prayer now, because not praying the prayer now may expose somebody into being what is called stranded. But the essence of intercessory prayer is that you will never be stranded in the name of Jesus. We are moving spiritually, going spiritually to be able to take a few steps and some steps ahead of the moves of the enemy. Because importers that I'm seeing, I see many importers now hanging their boots. This was the major reason. If you go back to all my broadcasts from last 3 years, from last 2 years ago, and last year, and early this year, and even some months ago, I was clamoring here. I said everybody should learn how to go into what's called productions And I say the business people that are into whatever they sell or whatever they are, this distributor or whatever they sell in the market, should learn how to start producing locally, to begin to make what's called production. And if it is possible, let them quickly, as quick as possible, go to where it's called a fabricating machine and begin to buy the machines and start producing right here. Everything that needs to be produced locally. And the Lord said, tell the people that it has ear, they should all learn how to invest. Because in the realm of the spirit, things are not working the way it ought to work. And everybody needs to do what is needful. Because spiritual will always control the physical. We must not allow the manipulations of the enemy to have effect against our lives or our destiny. We must use all the spiritual support that God is giving to us to go higher to now overcome every move of the enemy. And so my prayer, and the reason why I'm insisting we almost go into spiritual, is for us to stay ahead. Because as for the world is going to be experiencing so many things, but God will give us grace. God will protect us. God will guide us. God will stand with us. God will envelop us. God will energize us. God will catapult us. God will make the way for us. God will show us the way. We will never be victims of this demonic world and the demonic circumstances that Satan may be bringing here and there. In any way the enemy will come, God will always make a way for us. That is called the way of escape. God will always show us the way to completely escape from every strategy of our enemies. Our enemies can never have dominion over our lives because we are people of God that God has loved so much. And so that's put by the side. And also the intercessory season and going spiritual that we are going is also a moment that we will be able to now command our future, our tomorrow, how we want it to be. Many people are not aware that our tomorrow can be commanded. We can command our tomorrow, we can command our future, what we want the future to be. We can decide what we want from the Lord and also begin to follow it the way we want it to be. And when we decide and begin to follow it the way we want it to be, God will put a blessing to it and it will begin to happen that way that we want it, because there is nothing impossible for our God to do. Remember the songwriter that said a song and he said, is there anything that Jesus cannot do? Is there anything Jehovah cannot do? Well, is there anything our God cannot do? Is there anything tell me? Is there
Jesus cannot do?
Is there anything
that Jesus cannot do?
our God cannot do?
Is there anything that
Jehovah can do what is so. Alpha and Omega can do what is so. Jehovah Nissi can do what is so. Jehovah Rapha can do what is so. Is there anything that my Jesus cannot do? Is there anything Jehovah cannot do? Is there anything my God cannot do? Is there anything Is there anything
that Jesus cannot do? Is there anything that Jesus cannot do? Is there anything that Jesus cannot do? Is there anything
God bless you all, wherever you're watching. On your man, Mama can do one thing so. On your name, Mama can do one thing so. Yes, sir. On your man, Mama can do what thing so. Is there anything that Jesus cannot do?